Hey, what's up guys, it's Theo from Concepts, and today I'm going to show you how to achieve this effect in Adobe Photoshop. So let's just get started. Welcome to Concepts. Click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. So let's open up our application. For this tutorial I'm using Photoshop CC 2018, and I'll click on File, click on New, and I'll create a new document. So I'll leave my width as 1920 and my height as 1080, so I have a 1080p for my YouTube thumbnail. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is import our image. So I'll leave a link of this image in the description below. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually grab the quick selection tool. I'm going to create a quick selection around our subject like so. It's best if you work with a subject with no background because everything is going to be a lot easier. But since I have a background, I'm just going to create a selection around it. Now, if you want to know how to use the quick selection tool, I have a dedicated video. I'll leave its link in the description below, and I'll leave it up in the YouTube card, which is at the top right corner over here. So once I have my selection like so, now the best tool to use is the pen tool, but since I'm lazy, I'm just using the quick selection tool. So I'll invert the layer mask by hitting Ctrl I, and now I have this. I'll apply this layer mask, and we can see that we still have some edges in here. So I'll use the pen tool, which is P on your keyboard, and I'll just create a selection around this area like so. Now if you are working on this project for yourself, you make sure that everything is on point and you are not doing a rough sketch like how I am doing right now. Okay, now once you get to the end, you just right click and go to make selection, leave everything just as it is and click on OK, and just hit delete on your keyboard. So that is going to delete up that part. Now I'm going to check quickly if there isn't any other part I have to delete, and I think that is all. Well, I think I have another part here, so I'm just going to use the magic wand. So depending on how the selection is, you can use any of the selection to create a selection around that place. So I'll quickly import this onto the other side using the move tool. I'll just click and drag onto the work, and I'll place this somewhere around here, not at the center and not too close to the edge. So I think somewhere around here should be just fine. Now once I'm done, I'm just going to create a solid color from here, and I'm just going to sample in a gray color from her shirt. So I think somewhere around here should be just fine, and I'll click on OK. Now once I've done that, I'm also going to create a gradient, but before that I'll make sure that my foreground color is set to black, and I'll click on the adjustment panel. I'll go to gradient, and I'll change the style to radial, and I'll increase the scale to 1000. Once I've done that, I'll click on reverse to reverse the gradient, and I'll play with the opacity a little bit. I think 100% is okay for me, so probably I'll just leave it as that. But before that, I'll just click and drag the gradients somewhere around here. If you can't see, let me reduce the scale so that you can be able to see. So we have the light portion over here. I'll place it somewhere around the head, and once I've done that, I'll just increase the scale one more time, and I'll click on OK. So basically that's it. Let's start with the text. So I'm starting with the lower text, and I'll place it somewhere around here. Then I'll type in the main text, which is step up. So I'll start with step, and I'll highlight everything. I'm using the font called honestly, I don't want to mention this name because I'm sure I'm going to pronounce it wrongly. So I'll just leave it linked in the description below for you to download. So everything is in caps. I don't want that. I didn't type everything in caps. So just make sure that you go to window and click on character, and make sure this is unchecked. So I'll increase the size to probably 72, no, I think 48, or let's try 36. So I think 36 is just fine. So I'll place this here, and I'm going to type in up. So that would be capital U and P, and I'll try and place this somewhere around Well, I think somewhere around here should be just fine. So all these, I'm just going to group them up, Ctrl G on your keyboard, and I'll place this somewhere around, so with the group selected, I'll place this somewhere around here. I don't think this is showing the way I want it, so I'll place this somewhere around here. So the main focus is not the text but the image, so let's just work on the image. So I can call this text so that I don't confuse myself. So for the image, I'll create a group for it and call this image. Now I'm going to duplicate this image, so Ctrl J to duplicate. Now with the bottom layer selected, I'll just go to the adjustment panel and I'll click on black and white. So over here, you know what, let me turn off the eyeball so that we can see the black and white image. You can go ahead and play with these sliders. I'll probably leave them the way as they are, but if your image is not as clear as mine, you probably have to adjust a few of them. And once you've done, just hide the properties. So I'll bring back the colored image and I'll create a selection around her cap. So the perfect tool is the pen tool, like I said previously. So I'll use the pen tool to create a selection like so. Okay, so once I've done, I'll just right click and go to make selection and click on OK. So with that selection, I'm just going to create a layer mask around that. So you can see it is showing just that part, but that's not the only part we want. We want her clothes as well. So with the brush tool selected, let's reduce the size using the bracket keys, the left bracket key. So you can see the layer mask is actually black. So every time I paint in white, it's going to reveal the image itself, and if I change it to black, it's going to hide. So I'm just going to be painting in with the white color, so that will be this, using my brush tool, and I'm going to reveal the edges of her clothes. So that will be just the pink part. Now you can also do this by creating a selection before you start brushing in. That is going to be a lot faster. I think I should probably do that, so that's what I'm going to do. So okay, so once I've done that, I'll create a selection again. Now this time around with my brush tool, I'm just going to brush in. I'll make it a little bit bigger and I'll just brush in like so. So let's zoom out and see what effect we are getting already. Now I think I extended my selection a little bit, so I'll change the foreground color to black. You can always use the short key X to be rotating around foreground colors and background colors. And I think this is looking nice. I can also do one more for the sock. I don't know if this is her socks, but it looks like a socks to me, so hey. Okay, so basically we are done. For the text, I think I'll sample a red color from here, and I'll do the same. Well, it's not actually red, it's pink, so I'll select the pink color. Sorry, I'm lying to you guys. I'm just going to create one more group, and I'll call this group effects, and I'll create a layer. Now I'm going with an orange color. This is to give it a little bit more warmness to it. So the color code of this orange color is C8800D in case you want to use it. And I'll grab the brush tool, increase the brush size to a lot, like 600. Let's try 500. So with that layer selected, I'll just click on it one time, and yeah, I know it's looking horrible. So I'll place this somewhere over her shoulder, and I'll change the blend mode to screen. So once I've done that, I think I can place it somewhere around here. So I'm just going to duplicate this, Ctrl J, and I'll place one more somewhere around here. This time around I'll make it a lot smaller, so I think somewhere around here should be just fine. Duplicate one more time, and I'll place this probably around here. You can always change the size because you are just using the shape tool, so you can always change the size. And I can place it here. You can even place it on the text, but I like it on the image itself, so I think somewhere around here should be fine. I'll reduce this a little bit and place it somewhere around here. So basically that's it. If you want this template, I'll leave it linked in the description below so that you can download and work your way around it. So once I'm done, I'm just going to grab the pen tool. This time around, I'll change the option from path to shape, and I'll select a specific color I want to use. So I want to use this purple or pink color from here, and I'll just create a shape like this over here, like so. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like to watch more of our videos, hit that subscribe button, and as always, don't forget to share with your family and friends. This is Theo from Concept, and I'll see you guys in the next one.